a lot less accessible on controller. Apparently, it's easy to do on keyboard and mouse. Let's get it. Let's make up for this. Hope you're all good. I hope everybody's enjoying the content, because you know what? I'm definitely I found that this kind of style of game. Don't know why. Out of nowhere, it's just like, okay, fine. We got one, and it's just like kind of taken from there.
Weapon upgrade. Checkpoint.
Probably should have took the continue there, actually. Nah, we don't want to take the continue, just want to get better. Just get good, scrub, right? The time we fail to run is 10 push-ups.
Checkpoint. Warning. Warning.
Yeah, that's much cleaner. Trying to greed through places, but that was not it. Ah, you jackass. Alrighty, let's go. Okay, time to play whack-a-mole. Folks in chat, if you don't mind doing me a favour, let's go and say hello to Sancho whilst doing his Expedition 33 practice. Just gonna at least pop in the chat, say hi. Oh, I'm getting caught out by those now. Oops, my bad.
Checkpoint.
Okay. Walk into that. That's not what we want to do.
Factory defenses activated.
I died there. I was like, that's a bit of an explosion for me to just die, really?
Defense grid 4 online. Identify human and terminate. Checkpoint. Homing plasma activated. Grid 4 color confirmed. Warning HK. Confirm termination. Termination negative. Failsafe. Deploy some checkpoint. Deflected pulse activated.
No. Grenade. Sweet.
Warning. Warning. Warning.
Sweet. No, don't need those.
Checkpoint. Homing plasma activated. Checkpoint.
Come on.
Deflector pulse activated.
Now, do we think we can get this run done this time? That's the big question, folks. Can we? Will you eat 3 grenades here, I think.
Checkpoint. Quad particle activated. Warning. Warning. Warning.
Oh, days. Wasted a grenade there for no reason.
Warning.
There you go. Let's go. I gotta say though, folks, one of the biggest changes we've made in 2026 is obviously putting this TV up and that in here. It's made a difference in enjoying the games more as well for me, and not being confined just to a smaller monitor. want to say it continues.
Continue acquired.
Now on the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found. The head nurse spoke up, said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad, bad to the bone. I broke 1,000 hearts before I met you. I'll break 1,000 more, baby.
You're scaring away my customers, you
I
goddamn
wanna be
freak.
yours, pretty baby, yours and yours alone. I'm here to tell you how bad to the bone,
That's annoying.
bad to the bone, bad, bad, bad to the bone.
That wasn't great. I would like to look into that one a little bit more. My bad. Trying to rush too far ahead. That was the continue. Look at that. Oh days. Alright folks. I like that zoo. I like it. Appreciate it. How you doing, sir? How you doing? How's Final Fantasy X Junior? You got it locked down already? Have you done the old zoo magic? Your right eye is bloodshot? Do I ask why? Yes, no, definitely you should rest up. There's no point gaming if you can't see normally. So yeah, kick back. Feel free to hang out here. We're just doing runs of Terminator 2. We're going to play some Rage Band after this. Some Ninja Gaiden game. Excel mentioned to me. Ironically, Wodie's doing it on GDQ, isn't he? Well, he did on GDQ. I did catch a bit of it. Okay, just be mindful there. Go, 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 go. Feels like there's more. It was fine then people noticed my arrow was red.
Checkpoint.
Alright, so we got a little bit close there for comfort. I almost didn't get that. Ooh. We were greedy in there, and I don't even know why. Oh, that was close. Bear with me. Lordy, lordy, lordy. You mean okay with baseline stuff? Good. That's what I like to hear. We greeted there unnecessarily. But I just kind of wanted to see if I could. And we did, but still. Reset the chip because we're going to stick to the quickest story. Let's break down emotional tears. I say, I can't do it. Mom, stop. Let's try not get cooked here as well. We need all the lives to the end.
Checkpoint.
It's me. I'm the problem, it's me. Yes, it is. Simon, how you doing, sir? You uploaded your Gears run yet? Oh, I'm just gonna shot that unnecessarily. No, of course not. I expected nothing less.
Checkpoint.
Bear with, folks. Let me just not get cooked in this mission. Again. Just important, mate. The quality don't matter. Actually, that's up to you, mate. That's your own personal preference. Mine just gets downloaded from Twitch and then uploaded to YouTube. That's all on you, boo. Your choice. Whatever's easy for you. Does not change things at all.
Termination imminent.
Oh. that was puckered. We almost lost it again. I know it's mate. All good, mate. Whenever you get a chance to. Like I said, even if you don't want to, that's fine. Just let me know and I'll just take mine down, or I'll leave it up just as a memory of us sharing some nice quality time together.
Access granted.
So we're just currently going through this on the next difficulty up from the first, just to see the difference. And we lost the run on the very last boss moments ago, which was, I mean, rather amusing. But you will see Gears of War 2 and 3 runs coming soon as well. I thought I might as well just do the other ones whilst I'm doing it. Okay. We've got 1 health left. That is not what we're looking for. That is not the way. I know, which kind of sucks. Otherwise, I'd do the entire series redo. Of course, we'll, you got the time thing, yeah? Sunday. How about that? Gears of War 2 Sunday. Who's up for it? Blind as hell run. I haven't played Gears of War 2 longer than I haven't played Gears of War 1. Because that had a remaster like several times. We haven't played Cautious there because we only had 1 health. Yeah, Gears of War, the first one was remastered for Ultimate Edition, then it was reloaded, and like it's one of those that's seen a lot of redos. But they haven't really changed the game up, they've just made it more fluent. Alright, last 2 missions. Exactly, and when they do, we're doing it. We're going to run the full series. Alright, it's 3 shots here. You know what, that's probably quicker than doing the thing. That was close. Is that cross? Yeah. Sounds good to me, mate. Didn't mean to do that again. Need to get there before him. True, I'd be shocked as well, but I imagine they'll want to get the rest of the gears out to you all beforehand. So we'll probably see them all come across collectively. But yeah, I'm down for it. We'll do it obviously casually the first. No worries about that. We'll do that casually because, I mean, I still need to beat Gears 5. Still haven't finished it. Right, on to the last mission, which is where we lost it all. Will 6 lives see us through? Not this time, doggo. Alright, okay, cool. Alright, we made it across there, yeah. Sweet. Yeah, I know, he does so well. You mean with his I played parts of it. You mean with his bald head new look? I'm like, what are they trying to do with this guy now? Okay, I didn't realise they still shot you from there. That was new. We're trying, Fluffle. Okay, we are getting cooked. We're gonna lose it before we even get there. We actually are, because we needed 2 health for this part. Ugh. I was puckered. I was so puckered. Alright. Don't lose lives for no reason. Ooh la la. Alright, last boss. annoying. We wasted time there. Not good. Not good. Oh.
Elimination imminent. Terminated. Continue.
Let's go. Oh, okay. That makes me feel better. Come on. Unless there's a phase 3. We'll take it. Nine. Okay, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. We didn't. It wasn't the best of runs, that's for sure. All right. No. Let's do this. Marker that up. Okay, so